Hello, welcome back to my channel. So I thought I'd just do some random videos. So this one I'm using Madam Glam's. I'm actually using metallic paints, but if you don't use them on a metallic base, they're clear like a jelly. So I thought I'll give it a go. Anyway, so I just thought what I'd do is I'll just try something, I don't know. So what I did was I'd done it on short tips because I thought a lot of people do designs on long, like a lot of people that I follow do designs on long tips. But you'd like to try and see what the designer would look like on a shorter tip, right? So I thought, well, what I'll do is I'm going to make a few videos with some designs on some short tips with gel. And I'm going to try and make some designs of videos with short tips with acrylic. Now that's going to be a laugh, right? But, you know, I'm here to please. So I'm using Madam Glam's Day Off. It's a beautiful colour, absolutely stunning. I've given the base coat 30 seconds in my LED. Well, actually a minute, because it's set that way. So here we go for the first colour. Now, I only give it one coat, I think. Yeah, I'm quite happy with these gels. I would like, I think it's the Supermom collection. I actually want all the neons, but every time I go on Madam Glam's website, they're always short of a colour. And I'm not buying them until I get every colour, because I like to buy a complete collection. I haven't got the complete collection of the metallics, because I want the neons. I'm going to buy a whole lot of neons. Anyway, so I baked that in my lamp for 30 seconds. So now what I'm going to do is, because I'm going to put embellishments on it, I'm just going to put a sticky base coat on so that I've got my embellishments on it to stick to, and plus it's a thin layer, because when you're doing a nail you don't want to bulk it out, and if you're doing a short nail you really don't want to bulk it out, it'll look ridiculous. So I just give it a real thin layer of base coat, and then what I did was I got some little, first I got strawberries and then I got flowers, and I wasn't sure which one I was going to use. I just thought, no, I'll just go for my flowers. So I just thought I'd put them on at a diagonal alley. Oh, I can't say it now. I've said that. I've stuffed myself up. Diagonal. Yay! Right, now I've put them on as a diagonal. What I'll do is I'll bake that in the lamp for 60 seconds. And then what I'll do is I'll just go over with the builder gel in a bottle, because it gives it a thicker layer. See how thick and gloopy that stuff is. When you're putting gel down, as in builder gel, the best thing you need to do is get a whole load of it and put it up by the cuticle and like, oh no, hold on, let me step back. You've got to put a thin layer of gel on first, a really thin layer. It's called like a slip layer, and what it does, it makes the gel adhere to the nail better. That's what you got to do. So I'm putting on my slip layer, and then you don't bake that layer, and then you go in with your big clump of gel and you put it at the cuticle, and you sort of like make a pillow, and then you sort of pillow it out around the edges. Alright, making a cushion, just push, and you're just like pushing it to the edge of the nail. You're not dragging it, you're pushing it gently, but you've got to make sure that your brush is full of gel, because you've always got to have constant contact with gel and your brush, because if you take your brush out and then you go and put it back in, you're going to create air bubbles. But if you leave gel in your brush, when you put your brush back in to the tip, you're not going to create a bubble, because it's going gel on gel as opposed to a brush into gel creating a bubble, if you understand what I mean. So I wiped that with a bit of what's that stuff called? Alcohol. You have to excuse my hands, but I'm back at work and I don't care. So I thought I'd go in with a second coat, just so that it makes it a bit even, really. I did notice that when I put the flowers on, the one at the very top hand corner and the bottom corner are thicker than the one that's in the middle. And I should have really put the one in the middle at the bottom, because it's really thin. But yeah, like again, I realised I was out of shot. Again, you're just pillowing it down, really. Just gently tease it, don't drag it, tease it. Don't create no bubbles, don't lift that brush off that gel. Always keep contact with gel on gel. If you've got to load up your brush, but you make sure you've got enough gel on there. You don't want your brush to go straight into that gel that you just put on, because you will create bubbles. So you just go down And once you're happy with the shape, make sure you've gone around all the edges. Tip it upside down just to make sure you've got a bit of an apex on it. And then once you're happy with that, you bake it under your LED lamp for however long the manufacturer says. And then when you come out, you should have a reasonably nice shaped nail like this one. It's not too bad. It's a little bit bumpy, so what I did was I just tidied it up a little. Before you do any top coat or anything, you can just sort of refine it and tidy it up. You know, make sure the edges look a bit tidier, a bit sharper. I did give this a whole complete file, but I cut loads of it out because I was out of shot. So see, it don't look too bad. Well, now it's filed. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm going to put on a top coat. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to top coat it, and then I will put some gems just in the middle of them flowers, just so they, you know, you've got to have a bit of bling somewhere, right? Whether it's a good idea to have blings on the tip of your fingers, I don't know, because a lot of people have bling on the cuticle end and along the middle. But I mean, it's only a tiny little gem that I'm going to put on. Sorry, that was a yawn and a half. So that is top coated, and there's my little gems. I was going to put the little reddy ones on, but I thought, no, I want white gems in there, and they're smaller. So I've just got my Model 1's gem glue, which is amazing. I love that stuff is really good. I'll tell you something, for the price it was reasonable. It cost me like £2-3, and it's really reasonable, and it really does make the gems last a long time. Swarovski's, rhinestones, cheap ones, doesn't matter, they stick like shit. Sorry about that. Anyway, so I'm just putting a little tiny bit of gem glue in the middle of each flower, and then I will get my pencil that I got from A&A Glitter. I must go back to see A&A Glitter and see what collections it's got that I can buy. And I'm just putting a little tiny gem in the middle of each flower. Like, I don't know what the middle of the flower is called. If anyone knows what the middle of a flower is called, please comment below, because I haven't got a clue. And I'm on my phone, so I can't really Google it. So, but anyway, so that's all I did, was I just made sure that they're in there and that they're central. And then I baked that in my lamp for 60 seconds and it was finished. They don't slip too far either, actually, to be honest with you. I just didn't put them on straight. But I was really happy with that. And it does look very nice. Even as like a jelly, that looks very nice. So here it is in all its glory. What do you reckon? Think it looks alright? I quite like it. I'm happy with that. I'd wear that. I would wear that. See, it's not too bulky. It's quite pretty, isn't it? Pretty, pretty, pretty. Right, ladies and gents. I know this video is short. I'm going to try and make my videos shorter to hopefully get people to watch me a little bit longer. If you like, hit the bell, subscribe, and I shall see you in my next video. I'll speak to you later. Have a nice week. You stay safe. Ta-da. Bye.